People in the Americas knew when a ship arrived because they could smell it. If the wind was blowing from offshore, people would know that for sure. Maybe a day before it came. It would be sort of like a septic tank coming towards you. That's what it would smell like.
The sale itself would happen either on board the ship or a warehouse nearby.
Let the scramble commence!
Slaves would be inspected by prospective buyers who would poke and prod and open their mouths and all these things to try to assess the physical capacity of the slave. Once you get into the era of print, there were always advertisements in the newspapers.
The colonial newspaper is a small thing. It's 4 pages, maybe. And on that last page, property is being advertised: land, horses, wagons, and human beings.
And they would use adjectives to sort of entice buyers. Lusty slaves, you know, a fresh cargo of prime Africans from such and such a region.
So how much wealth does one person represent? For men, price rose with age up until around 25 or 30, and then it started to decline.
Once we get to the 19th century, the cost of an enslaved person would approximate the cost of an automobile in today's dollars. To own 50 or 100 enslaved people is to be a very wealthy person indeed.
For women, it's a little bit different. Price is correlated with perceived years of remaining fertility, or is linked to perceived sexual attractiveness. One of the attractions of slavery for enslavers, particularly men, is the sexual access that they believe it gives them. The role of violent, forced sexuality in the trade. We know that it was quite extensive. I think we have to come to grips with the fact that that was really in the minds of enslavers and other whites, and was really in the practices of slavery.
It's time your family pay Kunta.
Run!